I love soup. I'm going to share my favorite soup in the world with you, which is chickpea noodle soup. It's a recipe I've slightly altered from this cookbook. It's called Vegan for Everybody by America's Test Kitchen. Starting off, for the ingredients, you will need vegetable oil, 1 yellow onion, 5 to 6 carrots, 5 to 6 celery stalks, salt, pepper, nutritional yeast, also known as nooch, dried thyme, 2 bay leaves, 8 cups of vegetable broth, 2 15.5-ounce cans of chickpeas, and half a cup of your pasta of choice. Personally, I prefer orzo or ditalini because they're so cute and small. Alright, so first you want to wash all of your vegetables, unless you want bugs in your soup for some added protein, whatever. Ew, no. Personally, I'm good, so I'm going to just go ahead and give my veggies a little scrub-a-dub. Also, you can peel your carrots if you want to. I don't do this for 2 reasons. 1, I'm lazy and I don't want to do more dishes than necessary. 2, as a dietetics major, a lot of the nutrients like vitamin C, niacin, beta-carotene, whatever, they're all highly concentrated in the skin, so I keep it on. For chopping the vegetables, I like to make them relatively small for my optimal eating pleasure. I cut off the ends of the onion, and I find it's a lot easier to peel after cutting it lengthwise. Now I chop it Gordon Ramsay style, except when I went and watched his video back after I already cooked this, he said to keep the root on, and this prevents you from crying. His way looked a lot easier, but whatever, you can go watch the video, just look it up on YouTube. I cut down towards where the root would be, but not all the way, and then flip it on the flat side, and then do the same thing, and then from there I just chop it. Does that make sense? Now I just like to chop off the ends of the carrots and celery and get rid of all the parts that I don't use. For the carrots, I cut the small ends just as they are into little circles, and then for the thicker ends, I cut them lengthwise twice and then chop them. Then for the celery, I just cut them lengthwise and then chop them as well. Alright, so next you're going to add all of your vegetables into a large pot or Dutch oven with 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 1/4 teaspoon of cracked black pepper. I just give it a little stir once in a while and let the vegetables soften. The book says about 5 to 7 minutes. My stove is really low heat, so I do a little more. Now add 3 tablespoons of nooch or more if you're like me and love nooch. Also add 3/4 of a teaspoon of dried thyme and 2 bay leaves. Stir it up, and after about 30 seconds when the spices are fragrant, I added the vegetable broth and chickpeas. After the soup comes to a boil, you have 2 options. For option 1, you can reduce the heat to a simmer with the lid partially covered to let the flavors meld and then bring it back to a boil and then add the pasta. Or option 2, if you're like me, who again is lazy, just go ahead and throw the pasta right in there. I've done both ways and find that it saves about 20 minutes doing option 2, and the flavors aren't really different. So yeah, just go with option 2. Then I just added some salt to taste, and don't forget to actually get it in the pot, unlike me. Now for the best part. Take your soup off the heat, grab your favorite soup bowl, and scoop that bad boy right in there. Don't forget to take the bay leaves out. I promise you they're not fun to bite into. I like to garnish my soup with salt, pepper, and obviously more nooch. If you have fresh parsley, feel free to sprinkle that on top too. It's actually really good with that. I just don't have any. And you're done. It's literally so fucking easy and so fucking delicious. And if you're sick like me when I film this, I really hope you feel better. And even if you're not sick, I hope you're doing amazing anyways. Bye!